Oh, hey folks. Um, Having trouble seeing these tiny details for painting? Let's see what we can do about that. Here we go.
Curtis A reached out to me, said make a theme song for my show. Said alright, just give me all the details, man. And my homie says he don't know. Well, if you're gonna pay me big bucks, guess I might should have something to say. He said, you know what I bring, I'm the customizing king, nothing else matters anyway. So is he gonna have guests? I don't know. Is he gonna go live? I don't know. What time will it be? What will you see? I'm pretty much in the dark, but I can guarantee he'll be customizing action figures, getting paint all on his fingers. It's art by Akerman. It's art by Akerman. Tips and tricks and conversation, sharing his gift with every nation. It's art by Akerman. Art by Akerman. You best get ready, cause now it's time for Art by Akerman.
All right, we are going to take a look at some ways to see tiny details. I'm going to give you some options. I'm going to tell you what I use, but I'm also going to give you some other options and, pick out the one that's right for you. Maybe try some things out and see which one you like best. I know there's a bunch of different methods. So what we're talking about is when you get a, one of these head sculpts and you're getting ready to paint the tiny details like eyes and little buckles and things like that. You need to see what you're doing. And, some people have like this superhuman ability where they've already wear glasses. And when they take off their glasses, they can actually see really close easily. And for those people, we're not talking to you. You already have a superpower. You're good. We're talking about people who have kind of normal 20/20 vision. And when you're looking at these tiny details, you're just not able to see them. So let's take a look. Let's see what we got. I'm going to talk about the kind of the cheapest, easiest options, and then we're going to go up from there. So starting out would be just reading glasses, kind of what I had here at the start of the video. You can get these at most, like pharmacies and Walmart and stuff like that for, fairly decent price. You see here, like this one's $23. You get 4 of them. You probably don't need 4 of them. So, but yeah, just, some different options here, and these will help for sure. Like I said, if you're on a budget, this is probably the best way to go. Also if you don't know where you're going to be painting, let's say that you're, somebody that is going to have to, let me change this. Let me see there we go. If you're somebody that, you don't know where you're going to be at. Maybe you sometimes have to paint in the kitchen, or you have to paint on a little TV stand in your living room, and you're not sure how much room you're going to have. You may not be able to do something where you have it mounted onto your table or something because you're not always painting in the same place. Maybe you travel a lot and you do a lot of painting while you're traveling. This may be a good option for you. So definitely going to be the cheapest one. You don't have a light in this situation. You don't have like extra light that's going on the thing that you're looking at. And maybe not the best option. A lot of times, you're going to get max, maybe like 3 times magnification or something. So, but in a pinch, for a budget, if you're traveling, whatever, this may be the way to go. Next one is, one that I used for a while. I know a lot of people still use is these like head magnifiers. And there's several different ones. Some of them, like this one you see, has like different like lenses that you can pop in there for different magnifications. Once again, like this is getting up to like 3.5 times. A lot of these will have lights associated with it. You see here the light kind of shining down on what he's looking at. Usually these are battery powered. I think some of these you can find that are actually rechargeable. Some of them you just have to pop in new batteries. But this is an option for folks. I use this for a while and it's not bad. The only problem with it is that it magnifies everything that you're looking at. Okay. So when you're looking at, let's say you've got a tiny head like this, and get my cursor, you got a tiny head like this and you're looking at the details. That's great. But then if you go over, let's say you move your head to look at your paint palette or your paint setup to grab a different paint or something, everything that you're looking at over here is magnified too. So now what you have to do is either lift that up or just look at everything magnified. And it's just, to me, that was I only want to magnify this, and I don't want to magnify everything else. And so that's where this became a problem. But this may be the solution for you. This may be what you want. Some of them, like, let me get this back on here. So some of them, like this one, have a little extra magnifier. So you can see like this little thing that'll slide in front to give you a little extra magnification. And they also got like the magnifiers can either slide out or they can flip up, that kind of thing. So there's definitely some options on these, lots of different ones to choose from. I may just pick kind of what I think is a decent one and put it as a link here in the video. But like I said, this is for some people. This didn't really work for me, but I know some people that this is all that they use. So here's kind of a basic one, $15.99. It's got the extra magnifier with it. It's got the light, so maybe something like that would work for you. Once again, this is if you're traveling or you don't know where you're going to be working at, this might be a cool option. It's not as easy to transport as the reading glasses, but it's also not like locked to your table or anything like that. So you can, move and go wherever you need to with it. So maybe that's an option for you. What I have found and what I use and enjoy the most are something like this, where it's a magnifier on an arm with a light that I can put over an area so that it magnifies that particular area that I'm looking at, but not everything else around it. And you've got some different ones here. So you've got like one here where it's just like a tabletop one, where you can just kind of put that on a table. You've also got mounting bracket arms for some of these, and that's kind of what I have. I think this might be the one that I have here, where it's 10 times magnification. You've got different types of lights, so you can have very white light all the way to like the yellowish light, depending on what kind of light you're looking to get on that as you're painting. It attaches to the desk, something like this, where you've got, you kind of screw that on there. And then it's got a moving arm, and you can kind of adjust that to the spot that you're looking for. Now, the one thing I will say that I'm having a problem with mine currently is like this part of the arm, actually either part of the arm, there's not an adjustment to make that arm smaller, so it doesn't go, long and short. And so like if it's, let's say that it's, let me embiggen myself here for a second, just to kind of get the relationship. So like, let's say the end of your table is right here, right? The arm is going to go that way and then back forward. So if I want it right in front of me, I'm good. But if I want the magnifier, let's say over here, maybe I want to look this way, depending on how long that arm is, I may not be able to get to here. I may be able to get here and everywhere this way, but I may not be able to get closer because of how long those arms are. So you just want to be aware of how much space you have on your table. How long is this arm that comes with it? You see this one here is 16 inches that way, 16 inches this way. So you just may not be able to get it in the area that you're looking for, depending on what the size is. So just be aware of that. Let's see, because it doesn't fold like this arm. The bottom one won't fold all the way flat. Like it's not going to fold straight. Oh, you're not even seeing what I'm saying. Okay. So like this bottom one here will not fold flat. So it's not going to go straight at a 90-degree angle. And then the other one comes on top of it. It only goes to maybe about 45. And then the other one goes down. So you're not going to be able to get that magnifying to go all the way down to here. So you're going to probably be more in the middle of your table or further. So just something to be aware of. If you've got more space, like if you're working here and then there's a little bit more space till the end of the table where you're going to bracket it on, then you should be fine. Or you could do something like this, where it's just a tabletop one. And you just put it wherever you're going to go. And it's got the light and the magnification that way as well. So, find the best one that works for you. But this is kind of what I use, and I really like this a lot because, like I said, if I'm going to grab a paint, or I'm looking at my wet palette, or somebody walks in the room and they want to talk to me, I can look at them and they're not magnified. The paints aren't magnified. The only thing that's magnified is this one tiny area that I'm trying to work in. So, yeah, so several different ones there. I will find the exact one that I'm using and I'll throw that in there as a link. But quite a few different options. So, take a look at the measurements, look at how much space you have to work with, and kind of figure out, what you want to use there. The next one, the first three I've used. All right. I use the reading glasses from time to time. If I'm traveling or I'm working in a tight space, I may use the reading glasses. The headlamp one I've definitely used. The one with the swing arm is what I use all the time. This next one I've never really used, but it's interesting. And I've heard of some people using something like this. I'm not sure how well it would work, but it's something that I may at some point, if I get, some extra spare cash and want to try this out, I may look at doing some of this. So what this is like it's a microscope, right? So, but it has a screen on it. So you can look at something very tiny. You can put something tiny underneath there, and then it pulls up on the screen and pulls it up in a major magnification. I'm not sure if this would work for what we're talking about doing, but it's a cool idea, because if it did work, you could get this thing to go way magnified. And if you had a very tiny brush and a steady hand, you may be able to do something where you can really get some nice crisp details on this thing based on the magnification. But once again, I've never used this. I don't know. This may be way too magnified, and maybe this would not help at all. Maybe, because you're also, unless you're going to mount the head on something to where it's being held in place, if you're trying to hold this and you move it at all at that magnification, you're going to have like shakiness on the screen or something. But if you could find some way to position the thing that you're painting underneath the microscope so that it's stationary, and then you're able to see the magnification, and then you're able to, paint those details, something like this might be kind of cool. So if you've used this, if you're watching this video, this is going to be just kind of a shorter recommendation video, but if you're watching this and you use something like this or something similar, something that has a screen where it magnifies and then pulls up on a screen, maybe not this particular model, but something like this, maybe if it's not even a microscope, maybe it's just something with magnification that pulls up on the screen. Let me know. Let me know if it works for you, if it's something that you think would be beneficial for people, because this is something that interests me. I think that, something like this, maybe not this exact one, maybe not this, I may not need, 1200 times magnification. Maybe that's a little too much, but maybe something similar to this might be kind of cool for painting eyes and tiny details and stuff. So like I said, if you're using something like this, let me know. If you're using something different, something we didn't cover today, let me know that too. Maybe you've got another option that we didn't discuss. I'm always looking for new ideas. As I've said in several of my videos, I'm not telling you the right way to do it. I'm not telling you the wrong way to do it. I'm telling you how I do it. And I'm always learning something new. So as much as I'm trying to put stuff out there for you guys to maybe pick up and try something new, I'm trying something new all the time. So if you have something for me, throw that in the comments. If you like this video, make sure you hit the like button. If you didn't like this video, let me know why. Let me know what you would like to see instead. But that's all I got for today. Hopefully that helped you. And until next time, keep creating, folks.